you're new to the campus.
Right.
We got a lot of listeners on campus right now that may not be familiar with who you are, what you do. You might want to just familiarize them real quick.
Most definitely. D.Julien from Brooklyn, New York, hip-hop artist. Put out my first project July 17th, 2008, titled Let Me Introduce Myself. And the first project was just really to get my foot in the door. You know, it was just real raw, obscene. I didn't really have any real direction. But, you know, I just put it out there to test the waters, see how people respond to it. And the response was good enough to keep me pushing. So, put out the second mixtape, February 2009, called The Experiment. And that really, you know, everybody started picking it up. All hip-hop started showing love. Two dope boys. You know, quick plugs. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Goodfella Radio.
Thank you. I was waiting for that. I was looking like, Q, go to break right here.
Yeah.
But, photos in the house.
But definitely though. So I put out the second project, and that's when the fan base, you know, really grew a little bit. But I feel like, you know, the transition that I made from the first project to the second project is that I just found a sound that I wanted to run with. And I feel like that's important for every artist. And with the third project, which is Live, Love, Learn, which is my most recent project, I dropped that in July, and that got a lot of love. You know, shout out to Soulful. I only used one producer, which was different for me. And, you know, Double XL Mag showed love. And it was just a real good look. So I just want to shout out everybody that downloaded, everybody that supported, you know, everybody that hit me up talking about I inspired you, everybody that hit me up talking about, you know, D.Julien sucks. All of that, you know what I mean? All of that fuels me, so let's keep it going.
But it's good that you said about you use one producer for the third project, and you got the Double XL now, you know? Like,
right.
It's usually those projects, myself and Justin D. Live were talking about that before, it's usually those projects that have that consistent with one producer,
right?
You know what I mean? And they link up together that are the ones that get the most love and get that classic tag. If you look at Jay, like, he stuck with Kanye mostly for the Blueprint, and you know what I mean, the Blueprint 5 mics, you know what I'm saying?
Just to touch on that subject exactly, I had a different take on it, you know, like I love Soulful, you know, it was a great project or whatever, but for my next project, I just like, see, when you work with one producer, sometimes it could be predictable, you know.
Yeah. The sound becomes repetitious.
Yeah, but you work with different producers, it becomes really eclectic. And it's a nice blend of different sounds, and it's still cohesive. So that's what you know, that was my only thing with it. But it was obviously, you know, people really responded well to it. I'm definitely feeling good about that.
Brooklyn,
definitely.
When you know, it's crazy because I've been listening to music so long, and I'm still a young cat. You know what I mean? I'm sure you're fairly young as well.
Yeah.
I always say this to New York rappers when they come up here, when they come up with a borough name, it's always like you always have an immediate thought of a sound.
Right.
And then you listen to the music, and he's like, this got to be a New York,
right? For
the lack of a better term, because
right.
The term has been used. As far as the Brooklyn sound that you know is pretty like stereotypical, and what you got, what would you say draws that line?
I mean, the stereotypical Brooklyn sound to me, I think, probably like hard, you know, lyricism. You know what I'm saying, real gritty. But I embody that also, but it's just different. You know, as I said, I try to be eclectic, and I try to blend different sounds into my own sound, so I can make my own new sound. Definitely, you know, when we're gonna get into the joints, you're definitely gonna see that, you know, I definitely take the lyricism part of my craft very serious.
I don't think you cannot take it serious. Go back to Brooklyn, like.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that too. You know, I gotta make B.I.G. proud. You looking down? Shout out to B.I.G.
I mean, as a Brooklyn artist, do you feel that?
I do not.
Like, I see a lot of cats. You can never listen to a Brooklyn artist album and not hear those two rappers in it.
I do not.
Don't?
I don't feel that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're your own artist. You know what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of ATL cats. It's a stereotypical sound down there too, and I've heard a lot of ATL cats that sound like they're from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, you know, individuality.
So you heard it here first. D.Julien doesn't care about the Notorious B.I.G. We'll be back with a lot.
see how they do me, man.
I'm a radio guy, baby. So what do.
See how they do me?
He just said Jay-Z is not what he's cut out to be. You heard that? We heard it here first. Goodfella Radio. Q, we got joints for them?
Shout out to Jay-Z.
There we have it. I'm D.Julien. Now we brushed up on the blogging, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because it's become such an essential.
Definitely.
In the market.
Right.
What is your take on it? And I mean, I guess from when you started till now, how has it evolved?
Yeah, the blogs are huge, man. Like, I feel like that, not just the blogs, there's a whole bunch of different online things that people are doing. You know, all the websites are huge. I feel like if you're an emerging artist, you know, the future of, you know, music right now is the internet, present and future. So for me, you know, I was sending music to all the smaller blogs when I was just starting out, and, you know, nobody would post my music. Everybody's like, come on, man, you know, get your game up. So then I put out this track called Thinking Out Loud, and over this Premiere beat that I really just wanted to rip, and all hip-hop showed me love. So when they shed light, you know, sometimes it's kind of like a co-sign thing. Yeah, when they shed light.
It's almost like a bandwagon thing, not a trickle thing. It's like a plug-ola, payola. Like one dude plays it, you're like, oh, they're playing it. We gotta play it.
You know.
It's almost got a radio or like older radio style. Exactly, you know, like if Z100 picks it up, the other joint is gonna go and play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because they're playing it, not because they like it. And I see that trend happening.
That definitely, and the blogs help because, you know, millions of people visit the internet. Whatever respective site that you're on, you know, people are gonna visit that. And, you know, for example, Two Dope Boys, you know, Nah Right. If you get posted on there, you're on their homepage. You know, the views that they bring in, people see you, they check your music out. You might have, you know, a couple 100 more
100,000. All of a sudden, you got a facelift. Now you rap better. Your hooks are stronger.
You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, I'm really, you know, I think all the bloggers out there that really support me. And I mean, really support me. I'm not talking about, you know, just post it, not even listen. You know, you just post it because, you know, they actually, most of them actually hit me back like, yo, I really think this track is dope. You know, you know, I really see a future for you, blah, blah, blah. And that's what's up. I think every artist should delve into that online marketing.
You know what? I'm really excited to hear the music. You know what I mean? Like, there's some artists that I speak to and it's like, you know, this guy's kind of feeling out. Right now, I'm like, okay. Proof's in the pudding at this point.
Proof's in the pudding. Speaking of that, that's a nice segue. You know, I want to get into that song called "Prove Them Wrong."
Was the first one on the CD?
So it was the second one.
Alright, because I could just go on my CD. You know
oh, you got it.
Because Q's bumping it on his own.
Oh, yeah? That's what's up, man.
Q is a real... I mean, when I'm not listening to merengue salsa
right,
or Polish ice capade music, I'm bumping some hip-hop, maybe.
So I'm going to see you on Dancing with the Stars.
There you go, but the Polish edition.
Oh, okay.
It's getting more money anyway, man. We rolling with the international dude.
Right.
We yin-yanging, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
Q, we got the joint ready for
that. Y'all too ridiculous.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to spread some love on an international level.
Right.
All right, we'll be back with more on 90.3 The Hot.
Oh, man.
Yo, feel free to call in, man. You can speak to D.Julien live right now, 732-445.
9300, let's get it, man.
I'ma do me like only I do me, right? I feel like I'm getting hated on, I'm making it, so it's alright. I write all night, I feel at home when I'm on mic.